Women's Champions League quarter-final prediction.
Okay, let's go.
Olympique Lyon versus Bayern Munich. So coming into the 24-25 campaign, their owner Michel Kang secured the signing of Tabitha Chawinga, who remember was one of PSG's standout players in the 23-24 campaign and is one of the few players to score against Lyon, securing the signing of Danish international Sophie Svava from Real Madrid, as well as getting their hands on Tarcian, the Brazilian centre who starred for a nation at the 2024 Olympics, as Brazil made it all the way to the final of the tournament and finished in the Ballon d'Or top 50. The window also saw one of their star players, in attacking left wing back Delphine Cascarino, depart the club. A massive blow to the quality of their starting 11, as well as selling Melvin Mallard to Manchester United after their coach Sonia Bonpastor ditched them for Chelsea. Coach Montemuro has seemingly seamlessly taken over the management role, so well that it's made the Lyon fans forget all about their former manager. Currently invincible in the French top flight, not yet having lost a game all season. Their 21-year-old Haitian forward Melchior de Mornay is actually achieving genuine Ballon d'Or levels at the moment. 25 goal contributions in just 20 games. Not to mention her partners in crime, Chawinga and Diane, in red hot form at the moment. Being able to pick from such a devastatingly frightening attacking Montemuro should arguably be charged for crimes against humanity. And Lindsay Haran, I mean heaps. I don't like to say what kinds of roids are you injecting at the moment? 21 goals and assists in 21 games of football as a midfielder. I mean, what are you, like prime Zidane? Bayern, on the other hand, won the 23-24 Bundesliga season on the final relatively comfortably qualifying behind Arsenal in second on 13 points. During the summer window, they stole in getting her on a free from Via, which is probably one of the craziest transfers we'll ever see in women's sport. And it's definitely up there with when Bayern stole Lewandowski from Dortmund in 2014. But due to Oberdorf and Stanway being suddenly unavailable through injury, they struck up a loan deal for Italian midfielder Ariana Caruso on loan from Juventus, who has been one of the standout players in Italy for a couple of years now and will be a massive addition to the team. Pernille Harder just randomly turns into an elite goal scorer in the UCL, topping the charts with 6 goals to her name. Buell, or as I like to call her, Clara Bale.
If you ever do that again, I'm gonna kill your...
She's always been a good player, but is now arguably coming into the prime of her career with her performances in recent weeks. Lea Schuler hasn't scored many in recent weeks. We all know how lethal she can be once given an attempted goal. Although the club have lost a mere 2 games in all competitions this season, Bayern have never managed to progress from the quarter-final and the last time they did was during the 18-19 For the first leg, I predicted a 2-1 result where Dumornay would score a brace. Cruise themselves to a 2-0 victory instead, where defender Linda Sembrand receives a ball coming at her at speed, completely mistiming it and subsequently putting Tabitha Chawinga on goal to give the French the 1-0 In the second half especially, Lyon started dominating the chances, with Heaps controlling the ball and laying it on the plate for De Mornay as she finishes off the match in style. Like I swear the Haitian was out here smoking Bayern defenders like marshmallow on the barbecue. Apart from some mediocre Clara bullets, Bayern looked absolutely toothless on the attack, struggling to create any chances throughout the game. Combined with the fact that this club never performs in the UCL, I don't see Bayern mounting any chance of a comeback. A 1-1 draw where Lyon has the majority of the chances and possession, with Tabitha Chawinga opening the scoring in the 39th minute. Been virtually already knocked out, Pernille Harder will find the back of the net with a consolation goal in the dying minutes. Madrid versus Arsenal. After finishing as runners-up in Spain, Real Madrid had to beat Sporting Clube de Portugal to qualify for the tournament. Being grouped alongside Chelsea, it was obvious from the get-go that they'd finish in second place, giving the Londoners a good run for their money though, scoring twice against them on match day 1 and narrowly losing both games by a single goal. By signing Maria Mendes, Alba Redondo and Antonia Silva, Los Blancas essentially raided Levante for all their key players, also adding well-known WSL talents such as Filipa Angoldal and Melanie Leopolds to their ranks, adding loads of depth to the overall capacity of their squad all summer long. Just a very all-round team with a great mixture of experienced veterans alongside young players with bags of potential. And oh yeah, Atenea's hot. Yeah, she's hot.
Oh, that's hot.
And what the squad lacks in big names, it makes up for with a ruthless work ethic. Still by manager Alberto Toril. Under clown management, Jonas Eidevall. Arsenal, despite having a star-studded 11, only narrowly managed to finish in 3rd place last season. After falling out with star player Vivian Miedema, letting her join Manchester City instead, Jonas Eidevall subsequently lost the backing of the entire fan base, getting him sacked in the process. After René Slegers took over as interim coach. But putting a glorified managerial novice like her up against Alberto Toril was a bad idea. After the Spaniard tactically outplayed her in the first leg. To cut Slegers some slack, their starting goalie Daphne van Domselaar was ruled out as well as Teresa Abellera, who was unavailable for Madrid. But yeah, Toletti intercepts the ball in midfield. Gets it to Senior Brun, who pinpoints a through ball into the path of Caicedo, with the ball slipping under Leah Williams' foot due to the shitty weather conditions. With Emily Fox on multiple occasions in the match, being unable to deal with Caicedo's raw pace and skill. In a game which saw the likes of Russo and Chloe Kelly produce the square root of nothing, as Misa channeled it in Iker Casillas to keep the net clean throughout the entire 90 minutes. And oh yeah, in the second half, Atenea comes up clutch, providing Las Blancas with their second of the match, which ended in a 2-0 win for Madrid. Well, believe it or not, I actually predicted the score correctly, saying that Caicedo would score the opener, with Alba Redondo scoring a second of the bench. So, bar the score of the second goal, I actually fully predicted the score of this game. Arsenal, just like the men's team, always play better with the home crowd backing so an epic comeback is not completely impossible. But no, after winning against Barcelona for the first time in their history, over the weekend, the squad morale in the Madrid camp will be extremely high, and I see Alberto Toril again masterminding a 3-2 victory. The Emirates, which will see Real Madrid go through to the semi-finals of the competition for the first time ever in their history. Chelsea versus Manchester City. Winning the league last season by beating Manchester City on goal difference, Chelsea obviously ended up topping their Champions League group. After links with Barcelona midfielder Aitana Bonmatí in the summer transfer window broke down quicker than my granddad's old-timer from the 70s, London club settled on Sunday Baltimore from PSG instead, who is proving to be a revelation at right wing back for them this season. Another marquee arrival was the addition of 33 Champions League veteran Lucy in a desperate bid to solidify their back in order to reach the UCL final this year. During the winter window, also managing to sign Kira Walsh from Barcelona. And finally, the club managed to forge a world record for USWNT defender Naomi with her showcasing the defensive stability Harry Maguire on horse and the overall mobility of a puddle of cement at best in her debut against Sonia Bonpastor came in from Olympique Lyon, doing an excellent job of replacing Emma I just want to highlight Mayra Ramirez, who has seamlessly replaced Sam Kerr, showcasing unbelievable goal-scoring form after losing out on the title to Chelsea on fucking goal difference, despite having the most potent attacking trio in the entire City league. Massively strengthened their signing squad, Vivian Miedema over the summer following in Emmanuel Adebayor's footsteps, joining a club that is actually competing for trophies.
You're an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat.
A fallout with Gareth Taylor saw Chloe Kelly leave the club to Arsenal of all teams, which is really stupid considering Arsenal are also Champions League quarter-finals. And most importantly, their star defender Alex Greenwood was ruled out for the rest of the season due to an ACL injury. Their coach Gareth Taylor, he got the sack. Their interim coach Nick has managed the club to great heights before and will be in need of a minor miracle to beat Chelsea in the tie. After clearly looking the better team in that League Cup final the other week, I predicted the two teams to settle the game on a 1-1 draw, with goals coming courtesy of Jess Park and Myra Ramirez. Now, Ramirez did actually score an offside goal which was disallowed by the ref. But no, instead, Man City won their home by 2-0 at the Joy Stadium, as Vivian Miedema lit up the night with two sublimely taken strikes. To be fair, I didn't really watch the first half because I was probably like busy busting a nut. But in the second half, Miedema entered the pitch, and after all the injury woes and struggles maintaining her fitness, I thought that we would never see the best of Miedema ever again. But clearly, she would never return to her physical Luckily, though, she proved me dead wrong, playing like the 2019 version of herself and looking unbelievably sharp off the bench. For the second leg, I'll predict Chelsea to win the 3-1, taking the tie into extra time. In a crazy game that will see Manchester advance to the next round on Wolfsburg versus Barcelona, qualifying themselves unconvincingly, narrowly finishing second place in Group A above Roma. Having so far this season lost to the likes of Bayern Munich twice, Frankfurt, Roma, Hoffenheim, Bayer Leverkusen and Lyon clearly showing that they're nowhere near good enough for this level at all. Remember, they once had world-class players such as Jill Roord and Lena at their club, but lost both of them to rivaling Champions League couple of windows ago, as well as losing star striker Eva Paier to Barcelona in the summer window as well. Basically letting go the entire core of their 2023 UCL final squad. The question lingering on my mind is predominantly who the hell is going to score for them. Jonsdottir, 1 goal in 15 league matches. Vivian Enderman is not doing much better on Jules Brandt is currently on a measly 3. Tabea Wasmouth being out injured and Alexandra Pop being old as balls. Fact of the matter is the club are currently relying on Linef Berenstein to score them goals. Relying on that woman to score you goals, especially on the big occasion. It's kind of like the European Union relying on the Russian president not to invade its neighboring countries. Yeah, very unlikely. It's 2025 and Barcelona are back in business. Please, we just want someone else to win this time, bro. The reigning European champions went unbeaten in the league last season, only drawing once and winning 29 out of 30 matches to secure their 5th league title in a row. Let's not forget, ever since 2022, the Blaugrana have been dominating this competition, winning it 3 times on the bounce, making the Champions League look like ever so more Farmers League with each and every trophy they've lifted. It's gotten to the point where you could literally stick my dead nan in the false 9 and they'd still be favourites to win the whole goddamn thing. And as for these two, they must be some sort of inside job as well. I'm half convinced the Barcelona chief executive must have used Iniesta's DNA to clone them in a lab. As for Pere Romeu, nobody knows if he's an actually competent having quite coach. Possibly the easiest job in the entire world, being able to pick from such a star-studded lineup. So for the first leg, I predicted 5-0 away victory for the Catalan club. They won 4-1 instead, but this was essentially a foregone conclusion from minute 1. In a game which saw the likes of Patrick and Aitana Bonmati dominate the midfield battle time and time again, maintaining 75% of their possession throughout the match, as Barcelona steamrolled their way into the next round. As for the second leg prediction, I'm predicting another identical 4-1 victory, where Graham Hansen will score a 30-yard screamer, with Linef Berenstein grabbing a late consolation goal, with Barca advancing to the next round with a score 8-2 on aggregate.